Hey y'all, what's up my friends, and welcome to my channel. I believe you all already know what those indicators are. What if I were to inform you that you can acquire a brand new signal by utilizing indicators? In a general sense, it is an indicator of indicators. It may sound confusing, but I do agree with that statement. But that's precisely what divergence is about. You will find out what this is and how much you can earn with it by watching the video that is provided for you. Watch it till the end, it's going to be interesting. As a bonus, I'll show you how to quickly withdraw money from PocketOption without any hassle or unnecessary questions. Wishing everyone a pleasant viewing, let's go! Alright folks, let's get started. Just opened a trade now for a decrease. If you're new to my channel and not familiar with what we're discussing here, pay attention to the chart. I'll explain the reasons for my decision. The cost of the asset has grown to the resistance level, and at that moment, the Edison oscillator line started to reverse. And red columns also manifested at McDonald's. Therefore, I am of the opinion that the rose has completed its journey and come to an end. The schedule has reached its limit at this stage, so I'm expecting a correction around the middle of the Cologne channel line. Let's have a glance at the big picture. In this view, it is quite apparent that the price is currently situated at a significant level of resistance. I didn't select this location for no reason. In the history of graphics, there has already been a time when the price reached its highest point and then decreased for a period of correction. Clearly this level is strong, so I foresee a reversal. The initial analysis helped me find the entry point. The market analysis aided in decision making. As a result, the first deal was closed with a profit. I have $12 on my balance. Off to a great start. Currently, my suggestion is to look for a new entry point for the deal. Market analysis, divergence, oscillator. When I was working as a bartender 5 years ago, I didn't even know such words. I, just like you, watched videos about trading and read books to simply understand how all of this works. And he kept losing deposit after deposit. I've always dreamed of making my first $100 here, and it was tough for me. But you guys, my friends, have the opportunity for an easy start to shorten the path to your first big earnings. All you got to do is go to the description of this video, click on the link to my Telegram channel, and join in on my marathon. We'll enhance your deposit and mine together. Let's begin with $100 and reach $5,000. To do this, every day I'm going to post and analyze signals. You got to repeat them in a timely manner and make some profit. You can find the results and reviews of previous marathons in my Telegram channel, so go ahead and click on the link, send me a message privately, and I'll answer all your questions. I'm not an altruist and I also earn my percentage, but from your income. So I have a direct motivation for you to earn money with me. Waiting for you in my Telegram channel, where all the details will be, and we'll continue to explore in the video what divergence is and how to profit. I believe it is time to open another put option and determine what divergence is by using a specific example. Attention to the chart. We currently have clear signals indicating a price decrease. The Edison oscillator is unfolding. Its line has turned red. At McDonald's, the green line crosses the red one from top to bottom, and red columns appear on the histogram. What's happening with the schedule? He started to go down and then bounced off the Kirtner channel's middle line. You could call it a correction, but it doesn't really matter. The main thing is that the chart is growing against the trend indicator, and a bounce to the upper boundary of the Kirtner channel is a cool entry point for a trade. But we see clear signs of a decline, so when we catch the chart on a correction, we can expect it to return at least to its initial value, and possibly even lower. However, in any case, there was a significant probability for a decrease. So divergence presents a tremendous opportunity to make money and generate profits. Thanks to her, we have another $20 profit on the balance sheet, but that's not enough to stop. So friends, let's find a new spot to open a deal today. Here is an additional good opportunity, in my opinion, to short the British pound Japanese yen currency pair on the exchange. Let us take a closer look at the chart and analyze the potential for profit in this trade. When trading on divergences, it's crucial not to get carried away and distinguish between temporary chart and indicator divergences from a real reversal that can occur at a certain level, for example. I finally caught the line crossing at McDonald's from top to bottom. The red line of the oscillator is like a clear signal to decrease, but the graph stubbornly keeps going up against these signals. And at a pretty high correction point, I open a trade downwards and wait for the chart to be around the lower boundary of the Kerner channel. Divergence in trading is a very useful phenomenon that can help you earn money, but it would be an error to depend only on the discrepancy without a comprehensive analysis. So you must comprehend where the price is ultimately headed next, you know? That's absolutely awesome. Money in the cash register. The profit is not making itself wait like in our case, $33.66. A nice number. It's a shame to ruin her, but that's not the limit of dreams. We'll keep trading today and move on to the next opportunities. Alright people, I am back to shorting once more. We have the identical bear market at present. By the way, divergence is also known as bearish. This is when the price rises and reaches new highs, while the indicators, on the contrary, decrease, just like now. So, there is a crossover of the MACD line from top to bottom. The Avis-Mostellator curve is blushing, so the graph in the moment let go to the bottom line of the Keltner channel, after which it soared to the middle line. We conclude that this is a temporary correction, and we open downwards accordingly. So, I observe the target positioned at the lower boundary of the Keltner channel. It appears to be straightforward, but I previously referred to a careless error in this type of trading. You gotta know the difference between divergence and full-on reversals, and how they play out at the level. If you don't know how to determine support and resistance levels, then dig around in my channel. I've made a video on this topic, make sure to watch it. In trading, it's crucial to assess the situation as a whole, rather than blindly relying on only one method. Once you commence generating income instead of consistently depleting deposits over and over again in a repetitive manner. By the way, we already have $61 on our balance. Here's a good example. Check out what's going on. The chart reached the set goal at the lower boundary of the Keltner channel, where the support level is located. Generally, the Keltner canal lines are always at some kind of levels. They should raise a red flag. But for example, I could now trade again on the decline because the signals of the indicators are still the same, and it seems like the chart is diverging with them again. So does that mean the price will be dropping? But it could happen that the chart actually starts to turn around from the level the indicators change their readings, meaning they start showing growth but a little later. I consistently reiterate from video to video, indicators are not predictors. They demonstrate and illustrate what is already depicted and represented on the chart. And occasionally they even do it with a delay. This is simply a formula that data is processed through. And if you blindly believe only in them, they will deceive you, I guarantee it. And they'll be doing it regularly. So analyze the chart, look for levels, and avoid impulsive actions, believing only in divergence. Here is an illuminating example, by the way. We are observing some reversal movements indicated by the green columns on the MACD histogram. The Avis-Mostellator curve is gradually unfolding, indicating that it was unable to open during this correction. Most likely I would just waste a day. In general, keep track of the market volatility as well. It's a very important factor that will give you an understanding of how the chart will behave in terms of MACD columns. I can see that the volatility is low, so there was a high probability of a reversal at the support level. And overall, it seems like a sideways movement is starting, where the price will wander from level to level. In such a situation, completely different trading principles will be applied. It's better to open deals here as close as possible to the levels, counting on a rebound. It is more advantageous to catch divergence in the trend. We should search for it in other currency pairs in order to open today's deal once again and capitalize on the opportunity. I'm going to open a long position on the foreign exchange market for the Euro-Canadian dollar currency pair. Let us draw and figure out the reasons for such a decision. So the price is going down while there are signs of growth. The airline's bottom line is turning around and looking up. From the looks of it, there's no volatility whatsoever. Along this line is where the support level comes into play. We're opening up to him in anticipation of there not being enough low volatility. In order to level up, there is also a moment of divergence here, but the approach to analysis is somewhat different at this level of proficiency. By the way, this is called Bull's divergence. When the graph is falling, but the indicators are growing and reaching a new maximum, this could suggest that the decline in price is weakening and a complete reversal of the price could soon commence. In this case, I repeat, in this deal I opened based on a reasonable analysis and behavior at price support levels, which brought me a balance of $112, my friends. How about sticking around here for a little while? There are indications that it will be possible to make money again on this currency pair. Yeah, folks, that's how it is. I think we can totally open up the option for a raise again, all for the same reasons. The graph decreased smoothly before gaining momentum for expansion. While examining the indicators, I can only perceive the elements necessary for a rise in price. It's also important to understand that divergence is not a guarantee that the price will definitely go up or down. This is more akin to a signal that serves as a warning of potential changes and necessitates additional analysis and confirmation by other tools and techniques. And the test too. In essence, this is essentially just another indicator in your piggy bank, but it is definitely not a ready-made solution for making billions of dollars. Divergence is often used in combination with other analysis methods, like technical analysis, trend analysis, or support and resistance levels. This aids in making more informed decisions. This meticulously considered decision has now brought me a substantial $206 to my trading balance, which is undoubtedly awesome and only serves to further whet my insatiable appetite for money. By the way, I would not do the same trick at this moment, because we can observe from the scales that the signal indicating a decrease is originating from the distiller. On the other hand, the level is pretty strong, but on the other hand, there is clearly a downward trend and the level can be broken through. So here the oscillator line turned red and flipped downwards. The downward trend, I think, is pretty obvious too. Right now I ain't gonna risk trading on the rise, on bounces off the level. On top of that, there's also a triangle shape emerging, which could lead to a breakthrough of the level. In spite of the low volatility observed on the MACD, it is advisable to refrain from making impulsive decisions and instead actively seek out a circumstance in which the situation is unmistakably clear and free from any ambiguity or uncertainty. Hey everyone, I'm initiating a short position. Let us analyze and examine the details to understand what we have in this situation. We're seeing signals of a downturn on the indicators. The chart is trying to break through the middle line of the Kollner channel. Yes, I previously mentioned that this is a support line, indicating a level, but not a strong one, so there is not always a strong resistance from the interests of sellers and buyers on it. The chart rebounds from it but does not ascend significantly. Therefore, I anticipate that the price will not surpass this point, as we also encounter a resistance level in this area. The price is expected to drop, potentially reaching the lower line of the Keltner channel or the support level below, approximately around this mark, as it is highly likely. So in this situation there's a divergence, but without a clear definition of the goal and understanding of the direction, I wouldn't recommend opening such a deal. Awesome, great, we have obtained a result, money in the bank. We will invest them in another deal that we still need to find. Hey guys, I see a great opportunity for short selling. The schedule is all over the place. We'll ride on them with you in the wind. We had a strong and prolonged growth that hit a resistance level at the peak, right at the very top. Our indicators are currently showing a decrease. The green line representing the MACD indicator crosses over the red line from the top to the bottom. The EVSA oscillator also provides a clear signal. The red line is pointing downwards. However, at that particular moment, the chart unreasonably and abruptly jumped straight to the resistance level. I do not anticipate the level to be breached. There will be a correction in the vicinity of the middle line of the Kollner channel. Overall, a deal like this almost guarantees results. Here it was important not to rush right away, not to reject the level, to get clear signals and wait for price divergence. And the reward, folks, will find its hero. Great entry point, perfect target calculation, and we have $546 on our balance. This pleases my eye. Let's keep moving. Let's find a new spot for today. A situation that is very similar, my friends. The only thing we are unable to do in this case is draw a resistance level based on some old points that have been identified, since the chart has hit new highs. But we can see that the price quotes have entered a price consolidation phase. This is occurring right at this point. I believe the boundaries for expansion have already been reached because the graph has been rapidly increasing for an unreasonably long period of time. At the same time, we see clear signals for a decrease according to the indicators. The MACD lines crossed, the fan turned down as well. I'm expecting a price correction to start. Well, in the previous deal we had a couple of pounds to dollars, and now it's euros to dollars. So they correlate with each other, and you can play on the expectations that the schedule will repeat the same movements. I already released a video about currency pair correlation on my channel. Make sure to check it out, it will be very useful for you too. This tool is often a moneymaker. Right now is just the right moment on the edge, but the deal is closing in the green, almost $1,000. With that amount of money, I'm off to find a new entry point. And once again, folks, we have another roller coaster ride and another deal going down the drain. Let's take a look at the chart. The level of resistance here is as clear as day. He goes through here, and as soon as his schedule touches it, a red column appears on the MACD histogram. So after such an active growth phase, I expect a rebound from the level. More precisely, for now, let's talk about correction. Because the trend is strong and growth can potentially continue in the future. But the level is not easy either, so I don't think I'll have enough strength to destroy it with the very first touch. It is similar to using a machete. When walking through the jungle, you can effortlessly slice through the leaves, although not immediately. Then you come across a tree, and to chop it down, you need a more powerful tool. You require a certain amount of time to figure it out, and also to clear the way ahead. Yes, individuals, the graph is behaving in a satisfactory manner. He requires a certain amount of time to gather strength, break through the resistance. And my prediction was spot on, but let's move on to the next deal and continue with our progress. Another deal for a price reduction. The trading pair is the Australian dollar and the Japanese yen. This is a vivid example of price divergence. Also a successful entry point. We've covered all indicators for a decrease many times, I won't restate myself. At the same time, the chart suddenly jumped sharply from the lower boundary of the Kirtner channel, and at the middle boundary we are already catching a good entry point for a short trade. All indicators are showing clear signals for a decline, and there is not a single reason for a turnaround. There is absolutely no doubt about it, this deal is definitely a go. Okay folks, let's wrap it up and finalize the details. Divergence is an influential tool, but as always it does not work independently without your knowledgeable market analysis skills and expertise. This is just another indicator that can provide false signals, noise, false hopes and so on, but it has the potential to generate profits and achieve successful gains. For instance, now my friends have $2,449. Here's the trading session outcome. Today I am going to wrap it up because I can't wait to cash out my hard-earned money. And here is how I do it. Keep watching, it's gonna be great. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. Let's figure out and plan how we're gonna spend this money. However, prior to utilizing them, it is necessary to withdraw the funds to your wallet in order to have the ability to spend them for transactions and other purposes. The easiest way to do it is in crypto, folks, specifically in USDT. We select the desired currency from the list and indicate how much we want to transfer. I'm gonna cash out $2,000 today, and I'll leave a little something for future trading. Give us your wallet address. I always withdraw to the same address, so I won't have a withdrawal confirmation. But your broker will most likely ask you to enter a PIN code if you are depositing money for the first time. The code will be sent to the email address you provided during registration. There's nothing complicated about it. Now let's press continue. We have to wait a little bit. Everything is all set. The simple procedures are done, and there are 449 units left on the trading balance. I see a message on the screen saying that the money will come to me in a few days, but in reality, in a few minutes, more like 15. 20. I won't make you watch the screen boringly during this time, so I'll be back in a bit and show you what the withdrawal confirmation looks like. Okay people, the money's withdrawn, it's in my wallet, and there's a record in the transaction history stating the transfer's completed. It is all fairly simple and completely honest. Essentially, you have the option to withdraw your profits either in another cryptocurrency or to a conventional bank card, but in that situation there could potentially be some additional verification procedures. With USDT everything is easier, and I can convert it to cash anywhere globally. It's a convenient tool, so please feel free to use it. So my friends, $2,500 and we started with just 7. We achieved this result with the help of divergence. Agree, this is a potent tool. I will be pleased if you utilize it effectively for your financial benefit. Write about your achievements in the comments, I'll gladly read them all. Hit the like button, click subscribe, so we can hang out more often. And this video will get more views and help other newcomers master the intricacies of trading. Also hit bell so you don't miss my new videos. See you on this channel. Until we meet again. Bye everyone.